The glittering landscape of New York City has long served as the ultimate backdrop for moments that define modern popular culture, a vertical labyrinth of stone, glass, and neon where the trajectories of the world's most influential figures frequently intersect in spectacular fashion. In the heart of this relentless metropolis, ordinary evenings regularly transform into historical milestones, driven by the convergence of unparalleled talent, cultural resonance, and the sheer magnetic pull of global celebrity. For generations, the city has acted as an amphitheater for events that capture the collective imagination of millions, bridging the gap between distinct worlds such as elite athletics and monumental entertainment. When an occasion of truly historic proportions begins to unfold within this urban arena, the atmosphere changes perceptibly, charged with a unique energy that signals the arrival of something genuinely unprecedented. The anticipation surrounding these rare gatherings builds slowly, radiating outward from secret venues and exclusive guest lists to captivate a public that is hungry for every single detail. It is within this rarefied atmosphere that the true scale of modern fame becomes visible, illustrating how individual journeys of excellence can intertwine to create a spectacle that transcends traditional boundaries and establishes a new benchmark for cultural significance. To fully understand the gravity of these moments and to ensure you never miss an in-depth exploration of the extraordinary events that shape our world, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and join our growing community of passionate viewers. As we trace the intricate narrative threads that brought together an astonishing assembly of icons under the glowing skyline of Manhattan, we begin to appreciate the immense dedication, preparation, and artistry required just to step onto such a grand stage. Every individual invited to walk through those heavily guarded doors carried a legacy of personal triumph, making the gathering not merely a celebration, but a living monument to contemporary achievement. The air was thick with a sense of historic anticipation as rumors of an extraordinary gathering began to filter through the city's standard media channels, hinting at an evening that would soon dominate global conversations. In the days leading up to the main event, the streets surrounding Madison Square Garden experienced a subtle but unmistakable shift as production crews, security details, and high-end designers began preparing the legendary venue for an evening that was destined to be etched into the annals of entertainment history. The sheer scale of the preparations hinted at something far grander than a standard gala or awards ceremony, suggesting instead a deeply personal yet monumentally public celebration that would bring together the absolute pinnacles of various industry sectors. This was not just another night in New York, it was a carefully orchestrated convergence of cultural titans. A moment where the boundaries between sports entertainment and musical royalty dissolved completely to create an environment of pure enchantment. As the hour approached, luxury vehicles glided through the rain-slicked streets, carrying passengers whose names are known in every corner of the earth, each one dressed in custom couture designed to match the specific, dramatic ambiance of a night that promised to redefine the concept of a high-profile gathering. The anticipation was palpable, a shared breath held by onlookers and media outlets worldwide, all waiting to catch a glimpse of the arrivals that would signal the commencement of this legendary affair. Among the spectacular array of luminaries who descended upon the venue, one figure stood out with a unique radiance, embodying a profound narrative of resilience, triumph, and grace that contrasted beautifully with the theatrical grandeur of the New York night. Having conquered the global sporting arena through years of unmatched discipline and historic achievements, this extraordinary individual arrived not just as a guest, but as a peer to the greatest icons of the era, ready to immerse herself in an evening of pure magic. Her presence served as a powerful reminder of how far a journey fueled by passion and unrelenting work can lead, transforming a young athlete into a global icon capable of commanding the attention of the world's media on any stage she chooses to step upon. Walking alongside her partner, who complemented her presence with an understated elegance of his own. She prepared to enter an environment where the stakes of fashion and social presentation were as high as any athletic competition she had ever faced. The look she chose for this momentous occasion was nothing short of a masterpiece, a deliberate and striking fusion of textures and colors that perfectly captured the dramatic avant-garde spirit of the Madison Square Garden extravaganza. Crafted by a visionary designer, the ensemble utilized a bold combination of deep burgundy leather, delicate tulle, and meticulously placed jewels, creating a silhouette that was both fiercely modern and timelessly elegant. The garment boasted a sophisticated high neck and halter shoulders that accentuated her powerful physique, while a strategic waistline cutout added a touch of contemporary daring to the overall structure. To elevate the drama even further, an exquisite plume of red tulle was fastened securely to her left hip, cascading downward like an asymmetrical train that caught the light with every movement, ensuring that her entry would be remembered as one of the definitive fashion statements of the year. This meticulous attention to detail reflected a deeper truth about her life and career, a philosophy that rejects half measures and embraces the full magnitude of the moment. Whether under the bright lights of an Olympic arena or amidst the glamour of a high society wedding, the visual impact of the outfit was instantaneous, generating a wave of admiration that quickly rippled across social media platforms as the first images began to emerge from the exclusive venue. For a person who has spent the majority of her life wearing the functional, highly disciplined attire of an elite gymnast, the opportunity to step into the world of high fashion represents a profound form of personal expression, a celebration of womanhood and success that extends far beyond the boundaries of her sport. This dramatic transformation was not lost on her millions of followers, who watched in awe as she effortlessly navigated the transition from a fierce competitor on the world stage to a vision of pure elegance in the heart of New York City. The choice of rich burgundy tones, mirrored by her husband's stunning velvet tuxedo, established a visual harmony that resonated deeply with the overall aesthetic of the evening, signaling their status as one of the most compelling and fashionable couples in attendance. As they moved through the beautifully transformed spaces of the venue, they were surrounded by an unprecedented gathering of talent. A gathering that was estimated to include nearly 1,000 of the closest friends and associates of the celebrated hosts. The sheer volume of high-profile guests created an atmosphere of mutual respect and shared celebration, where legends from different fields could come together to honor a beautiful bond. The connection between the legendary gymnast and the evening's hosts was not a sudden development born of mutual fame, but rather a relationship rooted in years of mutual admiration and shared artistic inspiration. A bond that had previously manifested on some of the largest platforms in the world. This deep-seated respect added a layer of genuine emotion to her presence at the event, transforming her attendance from a standard celebrity appearance into a meaningful participation in a historic chapter of her friends' lives. As she later reflected on her personal social media platforms, sharing stunning angles of her look and the magical ambiance of the night, she expressed a profound sense of gratitude for the life she has built, explicitly stating that she does not view her current position as a matter of simple luck, but rather as an extraordinary blessing that she cherishes deeply. This humility, juxtaposed with the immense grandeur of the Madison Square Garden setting, highlighted the grounded character that has endeared her to millions worldwide, proving that even amidst the highest peaks of global celebrity, she remains deeply connected to the values that guided her journey from the very beginning. The sheer scale of the gathering inside Madison Square Garden was almost impossible to comprehend, even for those who are regularly accustomed to the brightest spotlights of global fame. With an estimated guest list approaching nearly 1,000 people, the historic New York venue had been meticulously transformed into an intimate yet monumentally grand sanctuary of celebration. Designed specifically to shield this historic union from the prying eyes of the outside world while providing an unparalleled experience for those within. Every single corner of the vast arena was infused with an atmospheric design that combined classic romance with modern, theatrical luxury, setting a dramatic stage that perfectly complemented the monumental cultural status of the hosts. As the evening progressed, the initial sense of anticipation quickly dissolved into a palpable, electrifying tension. A shared realization among the attendees that they were witnessing a profound turning point in the history of modern popular culture. The crowd itself was a living tapestry of contemporary achievement, a dense concentration of talent, influence, and artistry that spanned across sports, music, cinema, and fashion, creating a unique social ecosystem where every conversation involved a global icon. Among this sea of luminaries, the physical presence of the legendary gymnast and her husband continued to draw immense admiration. Their coordinated burgundy attire serving as a masterclass in elegant styling that commanded attention without ever shouting. Her husband, an exceptional athlete in his own right, exuded a refined confidence in his custom burgundy velvet tuxedo, a garment that perfectly mirrored the rich, dramatic tones of his wife's revolutionary ensemble and underscored their unified front as a couple, This visual harmony was not merely a fashion statement, it was a reflection of their shared journey through the intense pressures of public life, a testament to their ability to support one another while standing at the very pinnacle of their respective professions. He clearly recognized the historic nature of the evening and the exceptional visual impact of their appearance, later taking to social media to share a comprehensive slideshow of their experience. Expressing his profound gratitude for being able to witness such a beautiful ceremony alongside so many amazing individuals. His words echoed the collective sentiment of everyone inside the room, capturing the pure joy of celebrating a deep and authentic love in an environment that will truly never be forgotten by anyone fortunate enough to be present. The emotional core of the evening was heightened by the deep, existing connections that linked the guests to one another and to the hosts, revealing a complex web of mutual respect that had been quietly building over several years. For the iconic gymnast, the relationship with the celebrated bride was rooted in moments of profound artistic collaboration that had captured the attention of the world during moments of extreme pressure. This unique bond was famously demonstrated during the intensive preparations for the Global Athletic Games of 24, when the gymnast selected a driving, anthemic track from the singer's celebrated 2017 catalog to serve as the high-energy soundtrack for her crucial floor routine. This choice was far more than a simple musical preference, it was a deliberate alignment of two masters of their respective crafts, both women who have redefined the boundaries of their industries and used their platforms to project power, resilience, and unapologetic excellence. The recollection of that competitive routine, performed under the intense scrutiny of the global sporting community, added a beautiful layer of historical context to their reunion in New York City, transforming the wedding into a celebration of shared victories and enduring support. As the night unfolded, the details of the event began to paint a picture of an occasion that was as meticulously choreographed as a major stadium production, yet filled with authentic human warmth and joy. The fashion choices of the other distinguished guests further contributed to the cinematic quality of the evening, with various power couples and icons choosing to coordinate their looks in ways that added distinct blocks of color to the beautifully lit venue. Another celebrated athletic power couple made a spectacular entrance by perfectly twinning in shades of brilliant blue, creating a vibrant visual contrast to the deep burgundy tones worn by the gymnastics legend and her husband. Meanwhile, legendary figures from the world of international modeling arrived in matching, sophisticated black attire, illustrating the diverse interpretations of the evening's dramatic dress code. The star-studded guest list read like an ultimate roll call of modern cultural excellence, featuring globally recognized models, chart-topping pop stars, iconic film actresses, and powerhouse music executives who all assembled to pay tribute to the central couple. Every new arrival added a fresh layer of energy and excitement to the room, building a collective momentum that made the entire evening feel like an unfolding masterpiece of social artistry. The interactions between these different worlds, where a legendary quarterback could be seen conversing with a cinematic icon, or a rising pop star could share a laugh with a world champion gymnast, created an atmosphere of rare community. A temporary space where the intense burdens of global fame could be set aside in favor of genuine human connection. The tension within the room was not uncomfortable, but rather the result of a profound awareness that every single moment of the night was destined to become a permanent fixture of cultural history, a memory that would be analyzed and celebrated for decades to come. As the night deepened, the energy inside Madison Square Garden continued to shift, moving seamlessly from the initial grandeur of the arrivals to a deeper, more intimate celebration of love, commitment, and mutual respect. The spectacular design elements of the venue, combined with the emotional weight of the gathering, ensured that the event transcended the typical boundaries of a celebrity wedding, establishing itself instead as a defining cultural milestone that perfectly encapsulated the spirit of the era. The meticulous planning required to bring nearly 1,000 high-profile individuals together in the heart of Manhattan without compromising their privacy or the sanctity of the ceremony was a triumph of execution, reflecting the immense care that the hosts poured into every single aspect of their special day. For the gymnast, navigating this environment was an exercise in pure grace, an opportunity to celebrate her friend's happiness while fully embracing the extraordinary reality of her own life. A life that she openly acknowledges as an incredible blessing that continues to inspire millions around the world. The culmination of this extraordinary evening inside Madison Square Garden signaled far more than the conclusion of a high-profile social gathering. It represented a definitive anchoring moment in the broader narrative of modern cultural history. To witness nearly 1,000 of the world's most accomplished individuals gathered in a single room to celebrate a union built on authentic affection was a powerful testament to the unifying force of love, even when existing under the intense glare of global scrutiny. As the night reached its peak, the deeper significance of the event became fully clear to everyone present, illustrating how the paths of these legendary figures are connected by a shared understanding of what it means to perform, inspire, and lead at the absolute highest levels of human capability. The true importance of the gathering extended far beyond the stunning fashion choices, the historic venue, or the star-studded guest list, embedding itself into the collective journey of a generation of icons who have rewritten the rules of success, artistry, and public influence. For the iconic gymnast at the center of the evening's fashion highlights, this grand celebration served as a beautiful, reflective pause in a life defined by unparalleled dedication and historic athletic triumphs. Her journey from a passionate young athlete training relentlessly in local gyms to a global symbol of empowerment and artistic excellence mirrors the very spirit of the evening she was there to celebrate. By sharing her experiences so openly with her millions of followers, she allowed the world to catch a glimpse of the profound gratitude that guides her daily life, reinforcing the idea that true success is not merely measured by gold medals or cultural influence, but by the ability to appreciate the extraordinary blessings of the present moment. Her presence alongside her husband, whose own athletic career demands an exceptional level of discipline and resilience, provided a beautiful example of a modern partnership anchored in mutual respect and shared values. Together, they navigated the immense glamour of the New York night with a grounded elegance that served as an inspiration to onlookers, proving that it is entirely possible to stand at the absolute pinnacle of global celebrity while remaining deeply connected to one's core identity and community. The profound connection between the gymnast and the celebrated hosts of the evening serves as a brilliant example of how excellence naturally recognizes and elevates excellence across completely different fields of human endeavor. When she chose to soundtrack her historic competitive routines with the driving, powerful rhythms of the bride's musical catalog, she was not just picking a song, she was participating in a larger cultural dialogue about strength, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of perfection. This mutual admiration between the world's most decorated gymnast and one of the most influential musical artists in history adds a beautiful layer of depth to their relationship, transforming their shared moments at the wedding into a celebration of mutual support and shared triumph. As the final notes of the celebration echoed through the beautifully transformed spaces of Madison Square Garden, the guests began to depart into the quiet New York night, carrying with them memories of an occasion that will undoubtedly be remembered as a true cultural touchstone of the era. The success of the event, managed with such flawless precision and respect for the privacy of all involved, set a magnificent new standard for how the world's most high-profile individuals can come together to honor the timeless beauty of human connection. The story of this unforgettable night is not just a story about fame, fashion, or celebrity attendance. It is a story about the beautiful intersection of extraordinary lives, the power of mutual inspiration, and the enduring importance of celebrating love surrounded by those who truly understand the magnitude of the journey. In the days and weeks that followed, the images and reflections shared by the attendees continued to resonate deeply across the globe, sparking widespread admiration for the sheer artistry, elegance, and emotional warmth that defined every single aspect of the historic gathering. For a public that is constantly hungry for moments of genuine beauty and inspiration, the event offered a rare and magnificent example of what can happen when the world's greatest talents unite to create an environment of pure enchantment and joy. Ultimately, the legacy of this Madison Square Garden extravaganza will live on not only in the stunning photographs and fashion recaps that dominated global media channels, but in the enduring bonds of friendship and respect that were strengthened under the glowing New York skyline. It stands as a powerful reminder that no matter how high one climbs on the stage of global success, the truest and most lasting rewards are found in the meaningful relationships we build, the love we celebrate.